Well, I think it's also like a level of like Keith would make a bet with Ro of whether or not the council is going to finish by a certain time. Kendrick wouldn't have done that. I mean,
Would he?
you're so.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sydney. Welcome to the Forbidden Cities, a Keeper of the Lost Cities podcast where Jaycie and I talk about Keeper of the Lost Cities books, theories, characters, ships, and more.
Okay.
Hello, and
Hello.
welcome to episode 2 of the Forbidden Cities podcast.
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0.
I'm going to.
So this time, we had this thought while we were reading Unlocked. I was talking about someone, and I was like, oh, they're so chaotic good, or something like that. It might have been Fitz. It wasn't Fitz chaotic good, but it was something.
It was someone.
Yeah. Anyway, and we were like, that's a good idea for a
Episode.
podcast. Yeah. To do an alignment chart.
So here we are.
Yeah.
Doing an alignment chart episode.
We have kind of limited time, so we're gonna have to jump right in.
Yes.
But, yeah.
That is what we are doing today.
Also, I'd like to say we know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's what this is from. Do you think?
I saw something about them whenever we were doing our extensive research, which involved us looking up Star Wars and Harry Potter. So, yeah.
Star Wars and Harry Potter alignment charts.
Right. We disagreed with some of them.
Yep.
I did, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Keeper of the Lost Cities, what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with the main character, Sophie.
Okay.
Or we'll do a quick intro to an alignment chart. If you don't know what they are, obviously you can just do research like us. But basically, there's like, along the top, there are 3 options, like a grid. It's lawful, kind of neutral, and then chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's different ways that you could be.
The middle.
Good, neutral, and evil.
Yep.
Yeah. So, like, should I read the examples or should we just go and let them go with it?
Yeah, read the examples.
All right.
Because we might reference though.
Should I read the helpful example or the pizza example?
The helpful example, please.
Okay. So, like lawful, these are the 3 options along the top. Lawful, according to principle.
Mm-hmm.
Neutral, according to need. Or chaotic, according to impulse.
Mm-hmm.
And then good, neutral, and evil are the different they're along the horizontal side. Or I guess that'd be the vertical.
Yeah, we have no idea why this example uses cheerleader.
But it says good, save the cheerleader. Neutral, leave the cheerleader to her fate. And evil, kill the cheerleader.
Okay, so for Sophie, I'm torn between true neutral and neutral good. She's pretty vengeful. What do you think?
What would she do with the cheerleader? Would she kill the cheerleader, save the cheerleader, or leave the cheerleader to her fate? She always tries to save people.
Yeah, I think she would want to leave the cheerleader to her fate, but she would save her.
So she'd be good neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral
She's not
good.
lawful. That's for
not.
sure. She's kind of close to chaotic, but not.
No, because it's according to need. So whenever
Yeah.
she like needs to save someone or wants to.
Yep.
So neutral good. We have that
Yeah.
for Sophie.
That's Sophie.
That was pretty easy.
Yep.
A lot easier than I thought it would be. Now let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. I think Keith is chaotic. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty easy one. According to impulse, save the cheerleader. Because he is good.
Yep.
Fitz.
Lawful good. Or lawful neutral. Which one?
He's still according to principle, so I think he'd be lawful neutral. According to principle, he'd leave the cheerleader to her fate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's Fitz. And, like, not trying to rip on Fitz. Is that how you say it?
that's
Riff on
good.
Fitz? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
we almost put Sophie in neutral, too. Like,
Yeah. I think
I think
he would
Alvar
save
shows that.
it if it could help him. Like if he needed to, according to principle. Let's think. Anyone else? Who's our next person up here? Tam.
Okay. Tam. True neutral?
Yeah. See the definition. It says steers clear of moral tests and doesn't take sides. I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's Tam.
Yeah.
He leans toward neutral good,
Mm.
but it's his first instinct is to be true neutral. He's learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lynn, I think, would be lawful good until she gets mad. Right?
maybe.
Well, that's right, because they did leave, so
Uh-huh.
partially chaotic. Maybe she'd be lawful neutral. So Lynn would be. Is she good, neutral, or evil? Well, she's not evil.
Okay, she's precious. So I want to say she's good, but the
Mhm.
definition says extreme selflessness. Let's just ignore that definition because it's not the hard and fast definition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not lawful. She'd be neutral
Oh,
unless
you're right.
chaotic.
You're right. Ah, she's so hard. Should we
Mhm.
put her on, like, write her on the side and then come back
We'll
to her?
come back to Lynn.
Yeah. Okay. Dex.
Ooh.
Ooh. Is he neutral?
You'd think he'd be
Or
neutral,
chaotic.
neutral good.
Chaotic neutral. I forgot that's a thing.
He's not really neutral, though.
No,
is
he's
he?
not neutral.
He'd be good. But
Is he-
he?
Is he... He's...
So,
He's not legalistic. He's not lawful.
no. Because he doesn't like the matchmaking
No.
system.
Nope.
He has problems with the whole talent thing.
He's definitely not evil. So it's between
Right.
these four.
And those were which ones?
Neutral good, chaotic good, true neutral, and chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm. He's not really chaotic. He's
No.
not the kind of person to do stuff on impulse or like break the law. He does.
Yeah.
He
He
did
causes chaos, but he's
Mhm.
not chaotic.
impulsive.
Yeah,
for the
he's
most
not
part.
impulsive.
Even like the thing with the crush cuffs, you think of that as impulsive, but he had actually thought through that for a really long time because
Yeah.
he ordered it for Sophie for her original midterms in book 1.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be either neutral good or true neutral.
He's neutral good.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Oh, Dex and Sophie are the same thing. I can see that though, because they're very similar in a lot of ways.
they make a lot of similar decisions.
Mhm.
Which is why Sophie should stop caring about matchmaking so much.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode. That's a rant.
Matchmaking rant.
Yes.
Um.
Oh, that's a good idea for an episode. Just
Ooh.
like talking about the matchmaking system.
Yes. We did. Let's see. I feel like we've done a lot of the really important characters.
Mm-hmm. Are we
I'm
missing?
missing Biana. Yeah.
Biana. How
Um,
could we miss her?
She's like one of your favorites.
Yeah, I really like her.
Wait, am I
Instead
doing
of
this
writing
randomly?
Tam and True Neutral, I literally wrote True Neutral.
Wow, that's something I would do though.
Biana's good. She's
Mhm.
something good. She's...
Chaotic.
Is she chaotic good?
Well, I mean, the thing with Vespera, she did that definitely impulsively,
Yeah.
where she went off and like.
She's smart. So is
Mhm.
Keith, occasionally.
She acts on impulse a lot. I feel
Yeah,
like
and she runs from Walter.
vanishes and just walks into rooms and listens to conversations. I could see her as
Yeah,
chaotic good.
she is very younger sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go with that.
Yep.
Biana is chaotic good. And we're going to put a fancy version of this on the Instagram page.
Yep.
Sydney's going to make it pretty,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see if you agree with us and
Yep.
tell us where we're wrong. If
Yes.
you're, especially if you're like an expert in this and you've done this a lot, and you have like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I know that this isn't true. You
I
guys are
can
doing
even
this
make a
completely wrong.
template to put so people can
Mhm.
put their own. Okay.
Yes. What about Lynn? Do you want to revisit her yet? That we kind
No,
of,
no. Let's try to fill up more squares. Let's do the
Alright.
villains.
Okay, Vespera. Just
All right, just.
okay. Which one?
Just. We can do Vespera first.
Vespera.
Yeah. Oh, chaotic evil.
Easily.
Well.
She's creepy. She doesn't. We haven't seen a lot
Wait
of
a
her.
second. Would she be chaotic evil? This is recording, right? It's kind of
Yeah,
scaring
it
me. Okay,
is.
good. Both of us,
Uh huh.
for sure.
Yep.
Okay, good. So think about this. Chaotic evil would maybe be like Brant,
Mhm.
or Fenton.
Well, Fenton he's lawful evil. Like he has. I feel like he has a method just because of his rant about humans. I feel like
You're right.
he's at least thought out still. Brant is chaotic for sure.
Let's just put Brant down right now.
Mhm. But Vespera, the things she does, I mean, she thinks about it, but she's still chaotic evil. Like especially because she numbed herself with her empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the things she's gonna do are truly impulsive because she doesn't have the emotional process of thinking through it and wondering if it's morally correct because of her.
Well, does she do things according to impulse or according to need?
I really feel like it's impulse because she doesn't feel.
Yeah, she's very experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was more of like a scientist, like,
Mm-hmm.
and just the one with the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
she's
put her in
just,
chaotic evil.
yeah. And then Gisela or Gisela.
Neutral evil.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because she does things that she needs and wants. I think kind of need and want is blended together for the neutral. But she does that for a purpose that involves, killing people and creepy things.
She doesn't do things, she definitely does not do things off of impulse.
Mm-mm.
And she definitely doesn't do things to
According
follow
to
the law.
principle,
Yeah,
right.
according to principle or law. She is trying to get to her end by whatever means necessary.
Now, Fenton, especially with him having been a
Well,
counselor.
She does have the whole principle thing. She has principles, but not enough to define her. Yeah,
Right.
like, I'm not gonna mess with the genetics of my son while she's literally doing that.
Fenton, especially with him being a counselor, that's why he would still be lawful. Like, he just doesn't, the only thing he doesn't like is the laws against pyrokinetics. Other than that, like, he doesn't want to destroy the lost cities, he just wants to change them.
Okay, you know Fenton better than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like Sophie in that way. I'm like, I will get revenge on you. I don't care that you're not real. I'm going to murder you.
So that turns out Jaycie's true neutral.
Yeah. Wait. Well, Sophie's neutral good.
Yeah.
I could be neutral good. Mm-hmm. Who else? Who else is a main character?
We could do the parents. Are we missing a member of the Never Scene?
I think so. I mean, we haven't done Gethin.
Oh yeah, they're right here. Brant, Fenton, Gethin, Roy, Vespera.
Just haven't done
Wait,
Roy.
why isn't Sela just in there? I guess she's in The Simpsons. Okay. Oh, we should do Cassius.
Ooh, we should. So
True neutral?
Let's think.
Lawful neutral.
Lawful evil? Well, think of reasons. Like, he follows the law. He wants to have a good standing. He does it according to when he needs it and when he wants it. So that would be still lawful. But then would he be...
Neutral or evil?
Would he kill the cheerleader? Or leave the cheerleader? He would leave her to her fate. So he would be lawful neutral.
I'm sorry, Fitz.
Cassius? Why is that so funny? I'm so biased. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. I feel bad, but I still believe it.
We're going to be truthful, even if the truth hurts.
Yep.
Roy.
I mean, Tam is true neutral, and I love Tam, so.
I think, by the way, that I pronounced Roy wrong, but I can't pronounce it Rui.
What? That's how you pronounce it?
Rui?
We're looking at the pronunciation guide. Rui?
Rui. It doesn't make sense in my head,
Rui?
so.
Roy?
Roy it is.
Yeah, no. I'm going with Roy, even though it's probably wrong. Okay. It's obviously wrong, actually.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, Roy.
So,
Lawful evil?
I don't know a lot about him. Yeah, I'd say maybe neutral evil. He doesn't...
Yeah.
He just kind of does whatever he's told.
He's hard to place, but let's just put him in neutral evil. Because
And then-
he's not that big.
Umber, would she be chaotic evil? Or would she be lawful evil? She's not neutral.
She's pretty chaotic evil.
Okay.
Think
that's
about
what I
when she
figured.
attacked them.
Right. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. Oh, the bodyguards.
Ooh. I feel like they're all gonna end up under lawful good.
Yeah.
Except Ro. Ro's gonna be like,
Yeah, okay, so Sandor is lawful good. Well, is he new? No, he's lawful good.
yeah.
He's selfless and acts according to
Adorable.
principle. Grizel?
Sandor is an adorable bunny. I'm convinced. He's an adorable bunny living within a goblin body.
Grizel? Is she neutral good?
Yeah.
She's a little more...
out there. I don't think that she's chaotic. I just know that she's neutral. She could be neutral good. That
She
makes
wouldn't
sense.
be or true neutral, would she? No.
No. She's still good.
Yeah.
Chaotic
Ro is chaotic... chaotic good or chaotic neutral? Oof.
Okay, here's the thing. My instinct is to say neutral, but we've been seeing like deeper hints of Ro's emotions because of Keith, and she does care. So I feel like it should be chaotic good. especially because her and Keith are really similar. But then there's her whole comment thing on everything and how she drives Keith crazy and does everything she can. Maybe I don't know if it's just my OCD wanting to put something in chaotic neutral.
I know. Me too.
Would she be a true neutral?
No, she's chaotic.
That's true.
Let's put Ro over here.
We'll come back to her.
Okay.
Lynn and Ro are just hanging out together. That's scary. Okay.
That is scary. Okay, let's do the parents. Like Grady. Oh, and the counselors. Well, the ones we know well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Grady. Lawful good. Neutral good.
Grady has that violent streak to him where he
Yeah.
made the whole council slap themselves in the face.
Neutral good. Neutral. True neutral. Or true neutral.
Probably. And then he wanted to like destroy the Black Swan. Is he chaotic neutral?
No, he's true. Is he?
Okay, he's not impulsive.
Okay, I think he
Need or
chaotic
impulse.
good. This is hard. Okay, let's talk about reasons.
Well, he made the council.
He's not lawful good.
He made Brent burn his own hands off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's chaotic. Like, all the impulsive things he does make me think he's chaotic. He was very quick to, like, distrust
Is
Keith.
he chaotic good?
Yeah, he would save the cheerleader. I love how we just stuck with I stuck with the cheerleader.
Would he?
He would. Yeah.
He wouldn't save Brant.
Brent isn't a cheerleader. Brent is like...
Oh, he did save Brant, though, eventually. He
didn't kill him.
He didn't. Yeah.
So he'd be chaotic good.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
hilarious. Keith and... Keith and...
It makes sense.
Keith and Grady are together. I can't.
Okay. Adeline is lawful good.
Yeah. She's...
Or is she neutral good? She's okay with breaking the law.
She's okay with other people breaking the law, but I don't know if she would. I mean, she...
Oh, does she act according to principle or according to need?
Principal. She's very principled.
But she wouldn't, like, rat Sophie out.
No. She's, like I said, okay with other people breaking the law, but for herself, she wouldn't.
Because, yeah, Fitz is in neutral and he wouldn't. Wait, I did write that in the right square, right?
Mm-hmm, lawful
Okay.
neutral.
Orally.
So here's the thing. Instinct, of course, is lawful good. I see a lot of similarities between her and Adeline, but...
No, she
rebelled with the Black Swan thing.
She's neutral good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, way to go. Neutral good, yeah.
She acts whenever she needs, like, I feel like there's specific quotes where she acts when she needs to.
She said something about sometimes rebellion is the only course of wisdom.
Yep, that's what it is.
I could see Sophie saying
say
that
it again
exactly.
say it.
Sometimes rebellion is the only course of wisdom.
Yep, I want to put that in
As
there.
you all well know. And then she starts to say something, and then she stops to say something, and then she says, I must go. And then Keith goes, wow, Foster, talk about mysterious. You should be taking notes. That's all in Never Seen. I memorized that scene. I have problems.
Gracious.
Okay. I feel like every time we say her name, I'm like, here we go, another rant.
Did we do Gethin yet?
We did not.
Gethin. Oh, he's chaotic evil.
Is he? Because he did that whole plan. If you remember the visit where Orly and Sophie visited him, he kept trying to trick Sophie into entering his mind.
Right.
Wouldn't it be ironic if someday I used his sword to cut off your pretty head? And then he followed through the whole, like, his question was about, has the peace summit happened yet? And that was because he wanted to know if the Never Seen had left him behind, or if they were still going according to the plan.
The problem is chaotic isn't dumb. Chaotic can be smart.
But
it's just
instinctive.
It's just instinctive. But, like, Keith plans things, and he's chaotic.
But he also goes by instinct. Like, his plans are on the spot. Gethin went with that plan that had been in place. Like, think about how long he sat in that cell.
Yeah, but
if he was chaotic, I feel like he would have been like, or they would have had someone else sit in the cell.
Like
He's
I said,
neutral.
Vespera's chaotic evil, though. She has plans and...
Yeah, but she was trapped. How did he get captured? The Black Swan captured him.
Uh-huh.
How did they capture him?
I think he's...
Maybe he is. I guess he did.
He's definitely a chaotic...
He's chaotic evil, it's just that he's not a leader, so he can't
Yeah.
plan the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense for Fenton being lawful evil and being the one who is most likely to help another pyrokinetic. Makes sense. I mean, he's scary, but
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. Okay, who's next? Jinx.
We could do another counselor like Kenrick or something.
Yeah, or we should do Kenrick, and then we got to do like Alden and Della.
And Alvar.
Yeah. Oof.
We haven't done him. Okay, Kenrick. Definitely.
Is he chaotic good or neutral good?
Let's see, according to... Okay, he's not according to principle because he did take Orly's memories. So that sounds like instinctive. So it sounds like he'd be chaotic. So chaotic good. He's the same as Keith, but just more mature. So that makes sense.
Are you sure he's not neutral good? Like, I want to put him in chaotic good. I just want to be sure.
He doesn't... She did say he was really calm.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make him sound instinctive. It makes him sound like he took the memories according to need. Especially because he's like, believe me, you'll be glad that I kept this from you.
But can we think of a time he was impulsive?
Other than him taking her memories, not really.
How did he end up dying? Didn't he?
He pushed them out of the fire.
Yeah.
But that was according to need.
Okay, if be honest and chaotic good, I kind of want to... I don't know.
He does things according to need. It makes sense.
For neutral good?
That's neutral good.
Should we put him on the side?
We can, yeah. We can come back to him. I think
the problem is I don't want to put him in the same one as a rally. Because he's more chaotic than a rally is.
I feel like there's like a scale. So he'd be further to chaotic, but he'd still be neutral.
Yeah.
He's not completely instinctive. He's instinctive from time to time, but only whenever that instinct is the need.
Yeah, then again, Keith is the same way. Like, he's not going to go fight his mom right now.
Well, I think it's also like a level of, like, Keith would make a bet with Ro of whether or not the council's going to finish by a certain time. Kenrick wouldn't have done that. I mean...
Would he?
You're so...
Yeah. I think he would.
The facial expression, she was like, really? You really don't think? And, yeah, that's true.
Based on Keith, Beyond, and Grady having some level of restraint.
Because they're so good. They're still...
Yeah. Kenrick doesn't have... Yeah. I want to put...
I could see him as chaotic. I could see him as chaotic or neutral. Let's do chaotic, because that's with Keith.
Yeah.
And they have the same MBTI personality. Myers-Briggs. I love Myers-Briggs. One day we should do an episode on their Myers-Briggs.
We should. Oh, I can totally do that. Yes.
Him and Keith have the same Myers-Briggs, according to my calculations. So
it's just like
what were you gonna say?
According to my calculations, Sophie and I do.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Though I mean, she seems I'm more extroverted than her, but I'm still technically an introvert on it.
The main difference between Keith and Kenrick is that Kenrick is assertive and Keith is turbulent. That's why they have the different levels of maturity.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay, continuing in the current episode. Lynn, you want to come back to her yet, or should we? Oh no, you said we should do Alden, Della, Alvar.
Alden is lawful good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
easy. I mean, he did the investigation, but that was still technically
and also
within his
and
authority.
The one time he stepped outside was was letting them go hide with the never seen.
That's
so
true.
Technically that was according to need, but that's not what he bases most of his decisions off of.
Right. Like most of the time he tries to follow the law.
We could if we want to come back to this, or
I think that's fine. Della. She's neutral.
Yeah,
wait,
she's
was she
neutral.
true? Hold on.
She joined neutral.
She joined the Black Swan. That was that need or instinct? Why did she do that? Did we ever get a real reason other than they just needed a babysitter? I don't know. You read Never Seen a lot. You would know better than I would.
I don't think there was a real reason like that.
So it was just kind of her instinct. And then, is she good, neutral, evil? Would she leave the cheerleader to the fate or save the cheerleader?
She's a lot like Adeline. It's hard. She's also a lot like Bianna.
Mm-hmm. Would she be... I feel like... Oh. Would she save or leave someone to their fate? Do we know enough about Della?
It's hard to place Della. I feel like we don't know enough. Let's put her on the side, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to make sure we get through everyone because we're running out of time.
Yes. We have to keep this episode on like half an hour or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, let's see. Morella? Chaotic, neutral.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, finally someone who's chaotic, neutral.
I love how we were just like, yes.
I mean, she sides with good, but she's still...
She's neutral.
She's
not
neutral
really
like
on the
Tam.
side.
She's like Tam.
Stina.
Mm-hmm.
Stina's the next one.
Stina.
I feel like...
Lawful neutral?
No, she's not that good.
Lawful evil?
Yeah, that was what I was about to say, was lawful evil, because she follows the law. It's important to her that, you know, she's in good standing with the Lost Cities, especially because of her dad.
But she will side with... She will side with what she needs.
It's true. She's not according to principle. She's more according to need. So would she be a true neutral? So she can be swayed to either side? No.
Neutral
she's not.
evil? No, she's...
I mean, she's not Gisela.
No, she's not.
If I had to pick the character on the board that she would most
Her
be similar
principal-
to, it'd be either Fitz or Morella. She's not Morella, that's for sure.
No.
She'd be closer
She's
to
either
Fitz or
lawful
Cassius.
neutral or true neutral. Is
I
she
think-
closer to Fitz and Cassius or Tam?
Definitely Fitz and Cassius.
Yeah, okay, she's lawful neutral.
Okay, Stina is lawful neutral, everyone.
Okay. That's annoying. I want to put her as evil, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, that's because Dex in the first book was all like, she's pure evil. You'll
Jolie's
see.
neutral good. Jolie?
Yeah, neutral good.
and then she loved Brant, who's chaotic evil.
Well, I think he turned that way. He probably used to be different.
Yeah.
But after his mind sort of shattered, yeah. Wiley,
Lawful good.
lawful neutral. He didn't like the Black Swan because of Prentice. He would leave the cheerleader to her fate.
Okay.
But he would still do it according to principle.
Okay, should we put Lynn in lawful good? No. Oh, she's hard.
Okay, she would definitely save the cheerleader.
She would, so she's good. But is she...
It's not necessarily according to principle. I think it's according to need. Would she be according to...
but her principle might be that she...
But she turns, like... Not necessarily rage monster, but she will get scary if she has to. That's need, right? I guess that could be principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so lawful good is Lynn.
Not that she can't be chaotic. Just that
it's not her.
she's
first
very
instinct.
principled. Yeah. Livy? Oh, Forkle.
Forkle. He'd be chaotic good. Because he was talking about doing Keith-like things with his brother. They used to, I don't know if he necessarily said it was with his brother at this point, but he's like, yeah, I used to go to the Lost Cities all the time and start all these legends. And Keith goes, guys, I think the Forkster just became my hero.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. We're back to that square of neutral good, true neutral, chaotic neutral, or chaotic good, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well,
He started off seeming like true neutral, but he's gotten more good.
he would save the cheerleader, right? Because
Yeah,
he's
he
saving
would.
the Lost Cities.
Yeah, he would. He'd save the
And-
cheerleader.
He does things. He doesn't do things according to instinct because he's always the one who's like, hold up, we need to
Yeah.
plan and think.
He's
and
neutral.
neutral good. Oh, he's with.
Or is he lawful?
He's not.
No.
lawful. He's neutral.
Yeah,
He's with
Forkle.
Orally. That's weird.
No, that makes sense.
It does.
They're on the same side most of the time.
That makes so much sense, but it's also. We should probably finish up with Ro and Della, and we might do a part 2 to this if people liked this, because we don't want to be too boring. Like if you thought this episode was boring, and also we're in a bit of a time crunch for this episode. So Ro,
Oh, we never put... Oh, we did put Kenrick down. Okay.
We did.
Ro. Chaotic good.
Probably. I think with her being an ogre and she's still not necessarily officially Black Swan.
Wait, would she save the cheerleader or leave her to her fate?
Leave her to her fate.
So that's chaotic neutral.
Yeah. She's an ogre still. You gotta remember. Even though she's Key Foster, she's still an ogre and she's still very instinctive, and she would leave the cheerleader to her fate.
Yeah, she's with Marilla. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Della is the last one.
Della. It's so hard to put her as good.
Mm-hmm.
Not because she isn't very nice. It's just...
She's not controlling.
She is on the Black Swan.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, so is Tam.
Yeah, and Tam's neutral.
And isn't Stina? No, her dad is. Wiley, I think, is now. And Fitz is. And Cassius is.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Della... I'm scared we're missing someone, too.
Well, we can do a part 2 with the characters we missed.
Mm-hmm.
Della... So she'd be neutral. But whether she'd be lawful...
True neutral with Tam?
I think so.
That fits.
Yeah. Obviously, these are subject to change if we change our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we're not the experts on this.
Are we sure? Should we do Kessler and Jolene really quickly?
Okay, fast.
Okay. Kessler.
I think they're both pretty neutral because...
Is Kessler chaotic good, though? It's all the K characters.
Chaotic good. Instinctive and saving the cheerleader? Yeah, probably. I mean, as far as, like, the whole thing rebelling against the match system, definitely makes me think, okay, that rules out the whole lawful thing. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But then, are they according to instinct or according to need or wants? Because Juline joined the Black Swan. Julene or Juline, I don't know.
Did she do that out of instinct?
Yeah.
I feel like she was like, my babies, yes.
The voice you just gave her. My babies. Is that how you hear her in your head?
No, it's just the tone.
It's the tone, guys. She's going to control the world. We'll have to put a spoiler warning on this one. We've already talked about everyone else too much.
Yeah, just a spoiler warning on the whole.
We're going to just say at the end there's a spoiler. Sorry about that. They could both be chaotic good. They'd both save the cheerleader. They both do things according to instinct.
Wait a second. Would Kessler be more neutral good? Because Julian was the one to join the Black Swan.
But he didn't. Okay, yeah, you're right. So
okay.
Kessler is neutral good.
Mm-hmm.
And Julian is chaotic.
Oh, Elwyn! Okay. This is the last one, I promise.
Oh, no.
Elwyn is neutral good, chaotic good.
I'm thinking true neutral.
True neutral?
No, you're right, because he's a doctor. He
Yeah.
would save the cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going by this. I'm sorry. Now we've officially stuck with save the cheerleader.
Yeah. Okay.
Ellen would...
Would he be with Lynn? And Alden and Adeline?
Yeah. According to principle. Well, yeah, he follows kind of... As far as we know for now, because I feel like there's more backstory coming for him. But the part of him that we know for now would be lawful good. The part of him that we've seen. But I'm seeing a hint more neutral.
Doesn't he hide? But it's still according to principle. Even though he went against the law, he did it because of his principle of saving people.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ellen.
Ellen is lawful good. All right, and I'm going to stop the recording before Cindy can mention more.
I like this.
It's going to be fun.
This is cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was pretty fast, but it was longer than I thought. It was the 35-minute episode.
There we go.
Cool.
Good job.
Well, thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you for listening.
And hopefully that episode was entertaining for you as it was for us. And let us know if you liked it. Let us know if you have suggestions for more characters.
Yes, and fill out your own alignment chart and let us know on Instagram or email or something. Okay.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Forbidden Cities podcast. Leave us a review and tell a friend about the podcast if you liked us. Email us with comments and episode suggestions at theforbiddencitiespodcast@gmail.com. And to follow us on Instagram, just search @Forbidden Cities Podcast.